The stage lights of the 2025 bodybuilding world burn brighter than ever, but no spotlight is stronger than the one waiting for a man who once rose from the dust of a small Egyptian town to the throne of Mr. Olympia. Big Ramy, a name that echoes like thunder across gyms, iron floors, and the hearts of every dreamer who ever lifted a weight believing tomorrow could be better than today. His journey wasn't written in luxury. It was carved in hunger, in sweat, in battles fought silently behind closed gym doors, when no cameras were rolling and no cheers filled the air. It was built in moments when he looked at the mirror and saw not a champion, but a man willing to destroy his limits. Ramy's story begins long before he became a global figure, long before bodybuilding fans screamed his name. It begins in the quiet, scorching heat of Egypt, where dreams often fade under the weight of reality. But Ramy carried his dream like a fire that refused to die. He worked as a fisherman, waking before sunrise, muscles tired yet heart burning with ambition. People around him wondered why he pushed himself so hard, why he trained as if the world's destiny depended on his persistence. What they didn't see was the vision playing in his head, a vision of a stage covered in golden light, a vision of him standing with arms raised, the world chanting, "Ramy! Ramy!" He wasn't training his body, he was crafting his purpose. When the world first witnessed his massive silhouette, it wasn't just size that stunned everyone, it was the presence. The aura. The sense that this man was sculpted not just by genetics, but by a storm of struggles that had shaped something unbreakable inside him. Each rep, each set, each drop of sweat whispered a promise. One day, he would stand at the top. But the journey to greatness is never a straight path. Injuries came. Critics came. People doubted whether he could ever bring the perfect package, the fine-tuned conditioning that separates the great from the gods. Many said he was finished, that his time had passed, that he would never again touch the Olympia crown. But greatness isn't measured by trophies, it's measured by the fire that refuses to go out even when darkness surrounds it. Ramy didn't bow. He didn't retreat. He didn't let the world write his ending. He walked back into the gym like a warrior returning to the battlefield. The clang of metal became his soundtrack. The pain in his muscles became his language. And the mirror became his rival, the one opponent he was determined to defeat. Every day he trained with a vengeance, not against others, but against the version of himself that wasn't good enough. He transformed weakness into weapon, doubt into discipline, and obstacles into opportunities. Then came the defining moment, the comeback. Under the blinding stage lights, his physique spoke louder than any words. Granite legs, mountainous delts, a back wide enough to cast shadows across the crowd, Big Ramy didn't just arrive, he erupted onto the stage. The arena shook with the roar of thousands, but inside, Ramy felt a deeper noise, the echo of every early morning struggle, every silent night where he questioned his worth, every sacrifice that brought him to this moment. His heart wasn't beating, it was roaring. This is what bodybuilding truly is. Not the glamour. Not the applause. It's the story of a man who chooses pain over comfort, discipline over distraction, and purpose over excuses. A man who proves that greatness doesn't belong to the chosen, it belongs to the relentless. Big Ramy became more than a champion, he became a symbol. A message to every dreamer sweating in small gyms, to every young lifter staring at rusty dumbbells, to every person struggling to rise from their circumstances. His message is simple yet powerful: your background does not define your destiny, your dedication does. Today, when Ramy steps onto any stage, he carries the weight of millions who believe in the impossible. He carries their hopes, their dreams, their determination. And with every pose he hits, with every muscle that erupts like carved stone under the lights, he reminds the world that champions are not born, they are built, rep by rep, sacrifice by sacrifice. So if you ever feel like quitting, remember the boy from Egypt who chose to fight. Remember the man who turned hardship into horsepower. Remember Big Ramy, the titan who proved that the world bends for those who refuse to break. This isn't just motivation. This is Big Ramy's legacy.